What is the secret to creating sci-fi worlds that feel real? Here are my pro tips for world building. This is inside Vitalerium. In sci-fi writing, giving explanations that are scientifically plausible is of paramount importance. That's what separates sci-fi from fantasy. Plausible explanation grounded in current and prospective scientific theory. And that's not a knock on fantasy at all, because there are a number of fantasy series that I'm actually a big fan of out there. But for our purposes, sci-fi writing requires heavy research. This was probably the most prominent in my own writing when it came to discussing the physics behind the way the Vitalerium universe works. Vitalerium, humans use the element Vitalerium to actually travel to faraway places, planets, galaxies, etc. We haven't created a technology to be able to circumvent the laws of relativity as it stands right now. But to make it work, I grounded all of my theory in current mainstream physics theories as well as certain prospective theories that have been floated out there. For instance, the MHD core, which is essentially the engine that spacefaring vessels use in my book, it's based on the Alcubierre drive, which was proposed by physicist Miguel Alcubierre. This theory describes a drive that is essentially used to warp space-time to travel from planet to planet. It negates the universal speed limit and also negates any of the time dilation experience. I also had to create a litany of different primitive species that existed on planet Diorum prior to humanity's colonization of the planet. For this, I actually like to pull unique traits from obscure species on our own planet. It allows me to expound upon different ways that another species could potentially develop in a completely different evolutionary timeline. If you like this, pick up a copy of Vitalerium Descent into the Void today. You can find it on Amazon, Audible, or wherever you get your books. This was Inside Vitalerium. Tune in next time where I take you behind the scenes of my writing process.